percent of change. After watching this video, I will be able to calculate the percent of change. So the percent of change is basically taking two numbers and comparing whether it increased or decreased and then finding that certain percentage. So I can use this formula or this proportion, fill in the information I know and solve for the unknown. So you want to make sure to write this formula down somewhere because you're going to need to refer to it a lot. So in this example, I have an original amount of 50 and a new amount of 80, and I want to find the percent of change. So obviously the new amount would be my new value, and then the original amount would be the old value because that was my starting point. I'm going to fill in the information I know. I know my new value is 80. I know my old value is 50. And then I have to put that over the old value. And that will equal your percent. That's the percent of change. I'm trying to find that. So that's an unknown. Over 100, because remember, percentage is always talking about parts to a whole, and 100% would be the whole. So then I would simplify my 80 minus 50 to get 30 over 50 equals x over 100. And then because you have a proportion, you would cross multiply. So 30 times 100 is 3,000. 50 times x is 50x. And then I would divide by 50 to get x by itself because now you're solving for x. So x is equal to 60. And because this was a percent of change, my answer would be 60%. And then I want to decide if it increased or decreased. Because my answer was positive, this is an increase. And that makes sense because we went from 50 and we increased to 80. So there was a 60% increase in the change of numbers. Okay, so in this example, I also want to find the percent of change, but this time we have different wording because we're not told what is new and what is old or what was the original amount. But we know that we went from 98 to 87. So we started at 98, meaning a new old value, and then we went to 87, so that would be the new value. So I'm going to plug in my information, 87 minus 98 over my old value, which is 98. And then this is going to equal percent. I don't know what it is, so I will use a variable over 100. And then I'm going to clean up my proportion. So 87 minus 98 will give me negative 11 over 98 equals x over 100. Now that I have a proportion, I will cross multiply. So negative 11 times 100 is negative 1100. And then 98 times x is 98x. So now I will solve for x. So divide by 98 on both sides. So my answer is going to be negative 11.224 ... Sometimes you do not get whole numbers, and if your instructions say to round, you round your answer. So I'm rounding to the tenths, so I'm going to look at that second number after the decimal place to determine whether I go up or stay the same. Because it's 2, negative 11.2 is my percentage. Now, in the last example, my answer was positive, so there was an increase. In this example, my answer is negative, so there is a decrease. So my final answer would say 11.2% decrease. And that makes sense because we started at 98 and then we went down. We decreased by 11.2%.